Your heart to be. It was your destiny, and you tried to do with the hell I want for you under. Don't is right, be brave, what did burn this elephant and burn these bees, burn their fuzzy bees, burn all their fuzzy assholes. Oh yeah, summon all your workhorses, even though you guys really need to stop punching the shit out of that bee while it tries to poop out more. Time to burn your little fuzzy assholes off. You come together as one to quest. To carry on and fall and away. The beg will be okay. To summon more bee. Summon more me. Is this a new one? Yeah, it came out last month or so. It's still fairly new. It's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second part to the remake. I've already pretty much beaten the game on normal already. I'm on hard mode. Hard mode offers things that I can't get on any other mode. Like the way you upgrade your weapons and learn like these abilities in the skill tree, you've got to get these like little book pamphlet things. You get those on a normal playthrough and on hard mode. Like normal as in like easy, any other difficulty, and then there's hard. So you can play it on easy or normal and get that side of them, and then you need to play them on hard to get the rest, and I'm working on that. Working on the platinum. I need to beat the game on hard. And then there's a bunch of mini games I had to do multiple times, because they have you do them all once, and then they have you do a harder version of them. And then I basically just beat all the chapters and did all the collectibles, side stuff. And then I just nearly platinum the game already. So, I mean, it's in my grasp. I have a bit more items to donate at this guy's Seaside Inn Hotel for the final trophy on his. I'm literally like 2 items away from that. 2 or 1 items away from that. And then beat hard, and then beat hard mode. And then what I'm technically working on now is these data fights or virtual reality fights. There was the Gold Saucer had the battle arena. I did those. The hard mode battles are really tough. And it took me forever to get all that done. All like the mini games, I got like S ranks on. Like the Gold Saucers mini game. You got like the workout mini game. You got the weird Shinra March minigame, defeat Sephiroth in the 3D Brawler minigame. I completed all of those, did all the piano songs, won all the Chocobo races, completed every quest, level 70 with every character, deal 300% more damage, master all the weapon limit breaks. But yeah, the hardest... Where was it? Thought it was further down. Should be further down. It was... The hardest one definitely was completing all the fucking fights at the Gold Saucer. I don't know where that is in here. Yeah, here it is. Complete all bouts at the Gold Saucer. Yeah, it's PS5 only. Kind of like the Yuffie DLC. That was the hardest one I've done thus far. Ugh. This very trophy, and I'd managed to do it. Took forever. I spent like 3 or 4 streams on this, just doing fights alone. That took like, I don't know, one or 2 fights took like 7 to 8 hours alone. Like some of them are really long. So yeah, once I complete Chadley's battles, we'll have that done. We'll have Johnny's thing done. That'll knock off 2 more trophies. And then after that, I just need to beat the game. And then I can potentially go back and try to platinum the first Final Fantasy VII, because I'm at the end of that one. All I need to do is beat that game on hard mode and then get, like, the remaining outfits for Cloud and Tifa and Aerith, and I think that's about it. While, yes, I'm close to the platinum, however... The 100%ing, I'm not quite there yet. I pretty much have all the collectibles. All the map has been explored. I literally have, because they show up on the map. Kind of like how Spider-Man shows up all of its little collectibles on the map. I have all of that done. I have the main story beaten. I have to assess some bosses. So, like, it's kind of like a Pokemon Pokedex. Kinda, except with assessing instead of capturing. I have a few more monsters and bosses to scan. I have a bunch of, like, statistical shit. There's the dates. I only got, like, your characters. I don't know if you know anything about Final Fantasy, but 7 had, like, a Ferris wheel date that you can get any of the cast with. And so far in the remake, I have Tifa and Yuffie. Tifa's the girl in the white skirt here, and then Yuffie is the chick that's spamming all the wind. The one that I'm predominantly playing. I can get every character pretty much except for one. I think that's Kate Sith. Unless I can get him, but he doesn't have like a love. He doesn't have an affinity thing. Like a love meter. Yeah. I have a lot of statistical shit once I platinum the game that I technically need to complete for 100%, which involves it's basically the list of your how many items you've collected, who you have, blah, 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 this kind of stuff. I try to play a few times and my brain can't connect. It's okay. Story confuses me too. And if it's not so much story, if it's really just trying to figure out how to let combat flow, I usually just play the way I play. Even if it limits me, like I don't really block either, and I know this game could be, you easily can make this game your bitch if I were to block more. And far less complaints on hard mode if I were to be blocking more. Not the story. Yeah, well, like I said, if it's not the story and it's learning how to let the fight flow, it's just do you. Play the game. Yeah. Eventually you'll enjoy it for what it is. If you don't, then it's not for everybody. No. As in co-op? No. Yeah, no, sadly. I'm hoping for a Final Fantasy game that is very similar to this graphic art style, combat style, and like open exploration with co-op. I don't want like a big MMO. And if it is an MMO, I wouldn't mind if it was just normal combat. Not like mash a key button, wait for a cooldown skill. I'm not like PSO2 is one of my favorite MMOs because its combat is a bit different. While it does have some cooldown abilities in the sequel, it's still more in action. You could just mash or hold the button down. In games like WoW and 14, you have a set list of abilities and they all have cooldown. I don't like that. That's not my thing. And you're just kind of like fighting big, tanky raid fights that last hours. I'm good. Phantasy Star Online 1 was never that. PSO 2 is a little bit more that, but not that. Still not that. PSO was limited not only to 2 episodes, and each episode had 4 different maps that you go to. Those maps were just maps that you warp to, and it was a few screens and a boss fight. So if you go to the forest, there'll be 2 forest maps, and then technically 3, but the third is the boss fight. So, and then there's some areas that'll have 3 maps and a boss fight, and that's it. And it's only technically 8 areas. If you want to count episode 4, that's another few maps. But even then, it's not open exploration. You don't walk to these places. The forest doesn't lead to the caverns. You warp to and from the hub. It feels limited, yes, but I'm not... It's enough. Like, you fight shit or collect items in boxes for your weapons, armor, items like potions or whatever. You got your store for all that as well. And it's so easy to just pop in and out of co-op. And Blue Burst, the original, is no longer active live anymore. You have to play it on a private server, but it is still amazing once you get a party of your friends going. That's like one of the few MMOs that I'll play. Because it's not a big one. I would love for this to have a similar co-op. I would love that. But with this gameplay style, this combat, this graphic, and this open world that it has. Because even Pokemon's open world is alright. Like, I liked Arceus' open world. But if Final Fantasy tried doing monsters on that scale, though, it would chug to hell. I'm glad that it kind of didn't, though, where you could just see monsters kind of all over the place. You would be able to overgrind for one. This game is already easily broken with people online have already broken the game with certain characters. That's why they limit you on the best stuff. The original materia in the original Final Fantasy VII, you can level up your magic spells or your best spells and it would multiply. It would duplicate itself, meaning you can get another one at level 0 and boost that one and repeat. This, they don't have that. And a lot of your best armor and materia, you get 1 or 2 of at most. Because my original party had like was at max health and was hitting for max damage. I forgot if it was 99 or 99 or whatever it was, but either way I was. And it was multiple times. I had materia on that allowed me to hit multiple times for 9,000 or more. And then like when I tackled one of the optional bosses, he was Ruby Weapon. He was kicking my ass and it was my first time playing him. He literally kept proccing a, I don't know, 9-minute long summon. I don't know if that's generous or what, but there's a summon in Final Fantasy VII, the original, called Knights of the Round. The fuck is that? Knights of the Round Table. It is literally like 10 minutes long. This one boss kept proccing that. Literally, every time he would hit me, that would go off. Knights of the Round, yeah. I'm curious to see if they are putting that in this game. However, I already know if it is in this game, it's going to be less broken. I haven't seen any materia that pops and procs things like that yet. That's already an optional materia already that you need the max chocobo to even get in the original. It's not something that's just hand-fed to you. I know they're going to change Knight of the Round if that's in this. Because they already have Odin and Gilgamesh, who are fucking pretty damn powerful already. I mean, Odin can murder everything if he wants to. Gilgamesh can as well, but he has a multitude of other different abilities. Ugh. But yeah, no, this game is fantastic. I love the new additions of summons that I don't use, but it's nice to see them. It was nice to see Sid and fucking Vincent. Hopefully the Sid is as enjoyable as I hope as he was in the first. And if not more, because I love Dragoons. Vincent I'll have fun with for a little bit, but he wasn't really great in the original. But he's probably going to be no different than what Elena is, minus the bombs. So I'm curious to how a character with a gun that is fast. He's going to be an agile character from the look of him. He's definitely not going to be slow like Barrett. But I actually got used to Barrett, so aside from his speed, Barrett actually could be very good for staggering. But my main are always going to be my healer, my monk, and my fucking any other physical hitting person. If I can. I'm not always a thief, but I do like thieves. I like my monk. I like my dragoons. I like warriors. But to be honest, Cloud is good, but I want to break away from his basic because everyone, like, a lot of the characters that I do use can easily surpass Cloud by a long mile. Cloud's great, but these three alone surpass him by a fucking lot. Aerith is your mage, so obviously she can do fucking over max damage in one shot with magic. Tifa's your monk, she's the strongest physical hitter, so she can do the equivalent of what Aerith can do in 1 or 2 hits. And then you got Yuffie, who's your fucking luck ninja thief, who is DPS on top of luck, on top of her clone. Her clone alone can make Yuffie dual cast magic with Aerith's arcane ward. Yuffie can quad cast magic. Like, ugh. The only game I kind of got a hang of was Kingdom Hearts is great. If you can get a hang of the later Kingdom Hearts games and get into the franchise, it gets better. Like 2 onwards, its combat and that are fantastic. 1 is very slow for new players, but it is fantastic when you get into it. However, though, yeah, story is amazing. Honestly, Kingdom Hearts has gone on for far longer than I was expecting, but the story is very good. As stupid and convoluted as Final Fantasy is and Kingdom Hearts really are, it is stupid, but I love it. Just because I say something stupid doesn't mean I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, it is stupid. And it's taken me the amount of years I put into trying to follow it and all of its games, and even now I still do. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't do that if I didn't love it. But it is a stupid story. Anything with time travel and all this nonsense just convolutes everything. And I'm sure it's really not hard to figure out. I'm just a bit slower too. And then also I'm limiting myself because I haven't played the phone game. I had to watch the stupid back cover cutscenes. And out of context, a lot of that is, huh? Especially for me. Because it doesn't feel Kingdom... If you were to watch those, if you haven't, the back cover movie does not feel Kingdom Hearts. At all. And it bored me to hell. Because I do like that they have a lot of Kingdom Hearts games that are prequels. But I think it's a little weird, that one. Square Enix was very nice to put everyone's name in the third game, though, because that actually has massive significance with the phone game leading up to the Keyblade War that was shown in Birth by Sleep and actually goes into more detail on 3. So it was very nice because that's the culmination of that fucking arc. So now that that villain is gone, I am hoping this new arc is even better. Because yes, Kingdom Hearts is starting a new arc now. It's the same franchise, but it's going into a new arc. So I'm hoping it doesn't go on for that much longer, honestly, though. I don't want it to see it... I don't want to be like an 80-year-old man wanting to fucking debate why Donald doesn't heal you. Doom, 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 doo, doo, doo. Thank you for the healing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still probably will be an 80-year-old man talking about Pokemon or some stupid shit. Talking about how all the kids playing Pokemon at that age of Pokemon is still going well into like the millions. And the names are so bad that you can't even understand them anymore. I'll be like, I remember I grew up with Gen 1. That was 1,000,000 years ago. I'm as old as Az from X and Y. Oh, it's 1,000 years. That is gonna be me. I'm gonna be that Pokemon grandpa. It's gonna bitch at the kids for not knowing what Gen 1 is. Instead of getting off my lawn, it's learn what Gen 1. Long after that fucking game can't be played anymore. That's why Nintendo needs to put it on the Switch before fucking consoles break permanently and they no longer are playable. Because I ain't buying a whole new 3DS capture because technically I can't anymore because that company is gone. From the last I checked. The one I sent my 3DS into I think is gone. Maybe that's a different company. I know in Japan they can't anymore make capture device because laws. Out here, yes. But I still don't want to... I would have to go and buy a whole thing. I don't want to do that. If I'm alive, then you're on Twitch. Yeah, this game's at 80. You broke Twitch. I would not be surprised. With my introverted nature, I would not be surprised if I would probably still stream at the age of 80. with my wife or whoever. Slash husband, whoever I'm with. Is freaking there with me. Playing games on the side. There is a 70-year-old woman who massive... I've seen elderly people on Twitch, but damn, man. I never knew if they started on Twitch recently or if they, like, grew up off of it. Sorta. Like, started at, like, 30 and is, like, older now or however long... That's me assuming Twitch has been around long enough, but I honestly don't. But still, either way, like, if a person started at, like, 30 years old and is now, like, 60 or something. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's me. That would be me. Just because gaming is my life. Streaming since... Okay, 2012. Very damn. Well, still, most of my life has already been on Twitch. I've been streaming longer than that. not 2012. Bleh, 2020. Okay, that's not long. I was thinking of me, because I've been streaming around... No, I've been streaming around 2012. I think, give or take. I was thinking of me. My bad. Yeah, no, 2020 was COVID. And then I started content creation probably around like 2009, 2010, something like that. And then streaming around 2012. I was thinking of me. I mixed those two up. Also, I'm bad with dates. Excuse me. Yes, I'm stupid when it comes to dates. I've long been on Twitch before COVID. Because, yeah, no, I was talking about me, how long I'd been going live for, and I wouldn't be surprised from 2012 to till I'm 80. And then if people grew up on Twitch at like 30, started at 30 and are like 60 something or whatever. I don't know, however long Twitch has been around. Probably not that long, but give or take. That would be me. It's because I don't have a life outside of gaming and work. And if you want to count work, I don't really like to count work as a life because it's something I'm forced to. Yeah, Mixer and Justin TV, yes. Because Mixer and Justin TV were the same thing. Just name changed. Yep. Yeah. They blew up more because of Ninja. But yes, they were out for a while, and then it fell. I don't know when the YouTube streaming started, but I also watched a bit of that too. But I've been watching Twitch on and off since before I streamed, so probably a couple years before I streamed, I want to say, because I know I've tried doing a stream years before I streamed. I think probably like 2006, 7, and then I started a couple years after that, probably around 2012-ish, because I started YouTube around 2008, 9, and I know I did that well into me being out here, so the bulk of my YouTube was out here, and me actually starting Twitch, which is my transition from YouTube with Kingdom Hearts full-time, because I did it mixed here and there towards the end of my time on YouTube, and then I just swung into it full-time. So that was around Kingdom Hearts 2 time, so around 2012. This was early. From what I used of it, it was the same. I haven't really used it enough to really understand, and I don't really understand a lot of Twitch's gimmicks either, nor do I use them. I'm sure it was the same, but I'm also sure it had its issues, is why it probably fell apart. I don't know if its community was bad, or if it just wasn't making enough money, even with Ninja helping, and Ninja also swapped to Twitch, but from Twitch to Mixer because he was bought out. I don't think that helped any, because obviously they fell apart, but I want to say they were the same thing, just probably different gimmicks. I wouldn't know. Like, YouTube and Facebook seem to do fine. even though I'm not a big fan of Facebook for that kind of content. And YouTube, to me, feels weird for streaming, but just because I think that solely should just be short video form, like 20-minute videos or less, and then your Facebook should just be friend posts and stuff like that. TikTok, it'd be weird like streaming on TikTok, because that's like a fucking that's like that's a place for like second-long videos. That's why YouTube to me doesn't work for a streaming place. But yeah, Mixer I think was okay. I haven't used it enough to really understand its gimmicks. Not that I use Twitch for any of that either. I kind of just stream. I don't do a lot of the crazy gimmicks that I see people do with giveaways and other things and all these cool stuff. I've tried a giveaway once and never saw the person again. Yes. It's good for a going live promotion. Or maybe like an artist selling work. Like, maybe you have, like, a studio and you show off some of your art with some catchy music. Or something. Or maybe you can be like, I got a new logo, or a new Twitch layout, a new Twitch title card or whatever, and you could show off that with animation or something. I don't know. But generally, I have no reason. I have TikTok, but I don't use any of it. All my promotion is Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, I don't do any video edits. If when I used to edit, I say that because it wasn't good editing. I didn't even care. I just posted everything on YouTube and that's it. But when it came down to promotion, it's just Facebook and Twitter with my going live posts. I don't use anything else. I mean, I gotten enough likes and stuff on these social media, on Twitter and Facebook, that aren't people from my friends or family, so it's like people are seeing it, which is cool. I sometimes get surprised by the random YouTube comments that I get from people that I don't know, and it's just like, people still actually watch me. I know my YouTube content wasn't great, and I'm not saying that to be negative, but coming from how I am now to then is... oh boy. Yeah. Actually, though, if I want to recommend anything, I think YouTube actually helped me talk. Just treat it as a walkthrough and talk to yourself, basically. That's what I did. Helps. Just play the game and just treat it as a walkthrough. If you're not a talker, that's what I did. Not all my videos are talkative, especially things that I don't know. But when I did know, it helped a lot. Twitter was amazing for getting yourself out there, couple of... I mean, to me, it's still like Facebook. It's just, it's useless. But you have people you know on there. I have, personally, me, it's more Facebook. Twitter, I just have here and there just because... I don't know. Mainly, I use it to promote myself and check other people's posts, but I don't use Twitter really just to look at their timeline. That's Facebook. Yeah, it's called X. I'm not calling it that. Its hyperlink is still Twitter. They changed the Sears Tower to the Willis Tower years ago in Chicago, and no one's calling it that. I'm just saying. I know it's called X. I'm not calling it X. But I don't see Twitter as any different than Facebook. I just personally have friends on Facebook that make it better. But even then, I don't even talk on that either much. I post some pictures and shit here and there that I find funny, and that's about it. Other than that, my timelines are full of video game and hentai and other crap. So a lot of, and Twitter especially is full of that. I don't even follow half of that crap. Facebook a little bit, but Twitter is just full of garbage. Half the time it's people posting bullshit of like, oh, the internet is raging about something today, or it's like, god damn it, Twitter. That's what Twitter is for. People raging at the dumbest things. Porn. Like girls promoting their OnlyFans. This is shit I don't follow. And just other nonsense. Like, I'll follow pages on anime, hentai, and like Hilary Duff stuff because I love her. But Twitter, I'm getting a lot of random crap. Like, apparently I saw a video yesterday. People were apparently complaining, I don't know when they started it, but apparently were complaining that someone went over Sailor Moon's animation cells and cleaned it up and made it look more like the original, and apparently people were flipping out because they like the discoloring because that's what they grew up with. And now this is the people that grew up on Sailor Moon that wasn't the 90s. This is the more later releases of the older Sailor Moon versus the 90s that when we grew up with it on TV and it aired in its normal original coloring. So this is people who grew up with Sailor Moon now. Yeah, she is my childhood crush and still is. I love her. And she's one of the few women that from Disney that has aged gorgeously. 90 Sailor Moon, haven't seen the rest. I've barely watched Sailor Moon. See, I was not into that. I was not into that. Now, yes, Cardcaptor Sakura. I love Cardcaptors. That show was amazing. I'm not one of the guys who's afraid to watch a show that's more geared towards girls, because I have. It's just, Sailor Moon wasn't my thing. I'm not into the magical stuff. At least when it came to that. I hated when Dragon Ball Super introduced a couple of the characters that are literally just Sailor Moon characters. Sailor Moon's not bad, but what Super did was just annoying. Ugh. But no, I'm not into it. Cardcaptor was amazing though. I had that entire thing downloaded on my PS3 and I loved every second. Yeah, Iki Towson's kind of a fan servicey show, but it's also got girls on all over it. So it's another show that I really like. If a magical girl, I'll watch it like soccer technically. Does outfits every. I've read a magical girl manga. It was Negima. It's a young professor that goes to an all-girl school and teaches magic. The girls all have a crush on the guy. He's not a kid or whatever it is. He's just stuck in a kid body or something like that. But it kind of... in some way it is, but I don't think it's part of that genre. It might be. I don't know if it actually is or not. But it is... It is basically a schoolgirl with magic. So in some way it is. Just not in the vein of Sailor Moon. But yeah, no, apparently people were bitching about Sailor Moon's discoloring, or someone fixing the discoloring or whatever. It's like, you guys bitch at the dumbest thing. You guys bitch. Of course, you're kids who are growing up watching Sailor Moon's airing now versus when we grew up with it. Like, I have Dragon Ball Z, and I'm sure I have some DVDs of it where it's pretty discolored, I'm sure. I haven't watched my orange brick sets in a while, but I've seen a variety of Dragon Ball Z over the years. I've seen it go from clear to discolored. If someone were to fix it and re-air that, I'd be happy. Just because that's Akira's original work. The discoloring comes with age, man. If someone were to clean your teeth from pure yellow to white, would you be pissed? That's kind of the same thing. But as I mentioned, technically meta. Sakura has her moments. She kind of uses cards too for different abilities. In some way, it is. I consider it I've always considered a magical girl anime, just because. I don't think. Maybe by their rules, it needs a transformation. But is Sailor Moon really a transformation? That's just an outfit change. I'm sure she gets buffed up with magic and sure, whatever, but I'm sure there's more to it than that. But from the outset, it's just an outfit change. And some minor nudity that you don't see. I mean, if you want to go and be technical, go watch Dragon Ball Super and look at the fucking bullshit they did with the girls there. Their transformations were actually more of a transformation. They changed entirely, unlike Sailor Moon's cast. Is it magical? I mean, no, that's Human Sentai. That's a little different, but that's the male equivalent. Sorta, isn't it, Mo? But no, I don't consider if it's a magical, whatever. I don't think a transformation is needed. But if that's what they consider in Japan, that's fine. I'm just saying anything that has magic in it and is geared towards girls to me is a magical girl anime. Cardcaptor Sakura embodies that. It may not have the magic is love and all that nonsense that Sailor Moon has. But Cardcaptor Sakura is all about magic. And it's totally girly. She in some way is fighting crime. Sorta. Not really. I mean, a lot of the monsters she fights can potentially pose a threat if used wrong. I don't know. Cardcaptor Sakura is good. No, probably not. I don't know. Clear card? Probably not. I didn't know they made more. I've watched the entirety of Cardcaptor Sakura. All I know. The ending was okay. The two sort of established they like each other, at least. A bit shy away from it at first. But at least they're not like some anime where they're like, no, I don't like you at all. I'm just gonna be that guy. Yeah, you got... Wow, I gotta check into that. I don't think so, because when I watched Cardcaptor years ago, it definitely didn't. This was before I moved here, so this would have been over a decade ago. A little over that. And... because I remember... they don't really hook up, but Sakura and the one dude, boy she likes, that likes her, I forgot his name at this point. They kind of have a thing, and they have a date. And that's, if I remember, it's one of the last episodes. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember seeing it all. ...2019, yeah, I definitely didn't see it then. Nope. So I think the last modern anime I watched, besides PSO2, was Sao. And a bit of Attack on Titan, all of Season 1. I think, with some of the more modern. That and One Punch Man. So. But these were also years ago. And then, yeah, Yashahime I watched a bit of. I couldn't watch a lot of that. And that was the latest. Besides those that I watched. So no, I need to check that out. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you for being here. But to be fair, I don't need to have combat in anime either. It can be good, but preferably yes, as long as it's an entertaining story with some entertaining combat. Because no, I'm generally not for romance unless it's mixed in, but not too like extreme. I don't want a story based complete romance. Inuyasha is one of my favorites, and it has romance in it, but it's not all romance. It's more fighting. Because good God, if that show was more romantic, I think, yeah, it would definitely flip for me. Bonk. Slight bits of romance is fine. I just don't need 100% of it. And then I like good comedy, but I don't always watch pure comedy. So I've always been more of an action person. I've seen a bit of Seven Deadly Sins. I've seen like the episodes where they introduce everybody, and I don't think I finished that before I got, I wouldn't say bored, but I definitely lost interest. My attention span is hard to keep. If something isn't exactly grabbing me immediately, it's hard to keep. I don't know if it's boring or not. It just didn't keep me long enough. Certain shows like Sword Art Online somehow caught me enough to where I wanted to know what happened to the guy because he was a douchebag, the villain in the first season. And then it led into Gun Gale, and I just lost interest. And then I just never watched season 2 of Attack on Titan. Like, I've watched all of Soul Eater. I've watched all of Death Note. Like, a lot of those intrigued me. I enjoyed the suspense. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed stuff like that. Like, Death Note has no combat whatsoever. It's all in the mind. It's all... But it's suspense. It's the thrill that got me. When it came to other things, though, it's just... Some animes are just way too slow. Seven Deadly Sins didn't start off... I know Naruto starts off slow, but Seven Deadly Sins, man, that show started off really slow for me. I guess I just grew up with Naruto and it gave it more of a chance and more of a time, but trying now, I just couldn't get into it. Seven Deadly Sins now. Maybe it's just I'm watching too much of the same types of shows. Yeah, One Punch Man I've watched season 1 of. I haven't watched 2 of. Ooh, my shoulder. I hope everybody's doing well. Just pop the fuck out of my shoulder. Sorry, Playing and talking is hard for me to do simultaneously. Anything and talking is hard for me to do. We're killing all the alphabet soup bees. I got bee crackers in my soup. Yeah, bee. How are they all the letters of the alphabet if they're all bees? That was a nice break because this is starting to get a little tired. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm on a place to the queens, to the queens. Oh, well, you see. Na, 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 na. Ah.
So it's my turn? It's your turn. I'm your one-stop shop right here.
Holy. I think the queen's dead now. Long live the queen. Yeah. I also didn't mean to win that fight, but how is everybody doing?
I encourage you to try again sometime. If there's
So much ass on Tifa. Everybody wants to do their skills. Get there faster, the way the top of the hill. Come, you climb, you move a little bit better. You climb, you step up the ladder. It's a whole new way to live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new race with a brand new attitude, but you still got them all. You can be Johto. Circle.
Nothing else. Then I wish you good
Starts.
luck in your
It's
travels.
all you've got.
The intel you'll get
The
will
very
help me
best
understand.
ever.
The more I
We've
learn
all
about our world,
a shot.
the more rewarding it is to
Come
explore it.
together. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em up. Booty cheek, 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 cheek. Gonna stab that ass or burn it, whatever it is. Burn it. With a brand new attitude, but you still gotta fuck 'em all. Damn it.
Good to go. Let me handle this.
Make my babies. Make my babies. Make my babies. New race with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Johto. Make more babies. I keep knocking you out of it. Slut. What's your destiny? Destiny.
Focus. Sports over. Good to go? Go on! In for it! It's on you! You've got this! I'm your one-stop clobbering shop!
wanna be the very best. No one ever was. My real test. The train to make my car. Travel across the land. Searching for one. Need Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Gotta catch 'em or you and me. I know it's my destiny, Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Gotta catch 'em or so true. A courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. Pokemon with Pokemon. Be the tester of the master. Pokemon, don't do the test, you better than all the rest. And be a master of Pokemon, and don't make the skills to be number one. And the Pokemon with Pokemon. Be the master of them all.
So it's my turn? Sorry, but I think can you handle that? You're in good hands now. Do me proud. Let me handle this. Gotcha. There. Bring it. Watch yourself. Here
Analyzing one's failures can prove instructive. There may
Take care of the yellow. Let's go indeed, a genocidal. Far from home, we don't have to sail alone. Bring it on, together we lift our destiny. We will be heroes. To change the world if we try.
But I hope we can still
Go
meet from
where
time to time.
you go.
I'll go your
The
travel.
rent, you and I will be heroes. The dimension Pokemon.
Good luck. I'll take care of him. Okay. One more shot. Tagging out. You won't regret this. Get lost. This calls for more Yuffie. Just like now.
You and me will be arrows to bring the world if we try. Where you go. Battery hoe. My battery's a hoe. How dare you, battery? Be a hoe. Bit slut. Good thing I got multiple pairs in. I don't know why this one's being a pain and not turning on. What the hell? I've been holding it this entire... Hello, headphones? Excuse you, how? How? You're not charging everything? I'm very confused. You were charging, yeah. Hmm. I guess not. fair, I could just plug that into my phone, I think. Do you not have a jack? No, my modern phone does not have a headphone jack. Funny. But no, I can't. Weird, I don't know what happened. My headphones should have been charging.
Get lost! Not now! Here comes Dad!
I love you all. Keep your fame alive with the title fronting.
Go on! I'll take care of him. This one's for you! Moonlight, it's your turn. You won't regret this. That was good try. Feel me proud. It's on you. So it's my turn? You can do it. To go. You're up. If you insist. How you like this? Get lost. Stop now. I'll show you what I can do. Have this. It's your turn. Let me handle. You're up. You've got this. You won't regret this. Get lost. Stop now. Stop now. Get lost. Stop now.
Constantly begun.
Not over yet.
Thank you for the lurk battle strip. Inside of you need to make a choice.
Don't worry, even incomplete trials can provide me with useful data. Obtaining all that intel has only stoked my desire to learn more. If I could visit other continents, it's so good to. I've been traveling from, but I'm having some difficulty narrowing it down.
It's on you. Here goes. Here it comes. One more shot. Just great. Winter comes, and Wu Tai's white rose withers away. The end.
I'm up.